This is Teresa. I'm here every Wednesday where I talk about technology, leadership, and healthcare. Not necessarily in that order, not necessarily all three. Thank you for joining me. I'm Teresa Youngkin. I am an informaticist, which means that I bridge the gap between technology and the business, and I build bridges between the two. You'll find me here every Wednesday bringing new ideas, talking about new technology. And today we're going to be talking about the HTI-1 rule that dropped back in December. It was published during the ONC annual meeting, and yesterday it was finalized and published in the Federal Register. It's important because it was published with an enforcement date. It's February the 8th. That means that the clock starts to tick and our projects need to get started. I wanted just to give you a quick overview of some of the timelines that were published around that HTI-1 rule, and also talk about why it's important not just for certified health IT developers, but what does that mean to payers, providers, and vendors acting on both of the payer and the provider's behalves. Let's get started. If you haven't heard, the HL7 Virtual Connect-a-thon is starting next Tuesday, January the 16th. I'd encourage you, if you're interested, to learn about FHIR. It's at a very low cost to participate and learn about value-based care and what that looks like in FHIR, as well as risk adjustment, quality measures, clinical data exchange, bulk data exchange. These are really important concepts, and they're very important for us, for our operations, and it's going to be important to our strategies in the coming years, and you'll see why when we start talking about those enforcement rules and the key dates that we are going to have to meet over the next 5 years. Starting at the bottom left, you'll see in 2024, we have more certification criteria that we're going to have to meet, including adding decision support interventions into that. Also, standardized FHIR endpoints. If you are a developer or a certified developer, you're going to have to publish your FHIR endpoints according to the specific adopted standards. Again, we want to make sure that we're thinking about this in the context of TSI, that framework that I spoke about last week, the technology, the strategy, and the integration into your already existing processes and into your organization. If you've already got a server, or you've got a vendor who is operating a server on your behalf with those FHIR endpoints, you need to make sure that you're working with your certified developer to make sure that those are being published. So we don't want to run afoul of information block, but you need to understand, if you are a provider or a payer or a vendor acting on behalf of either one of those in the healthcare market, that you need to be able to meet these criteria, and you need to make sure that you're providing enough support to your customer. In 2025, you need to be upgraded to US CDI v3. Again, we don't want to be caught information blocking, so you need to make sure that those data elements and your endpoints are exposed so that you can do FHIR transactions. In 2026, we're going to start having more collected data for insights. So this is a new reporting program. You're going to be collecting information for calendar year 2026. You're going to need to report this by the end of the year. It's going to happen in 2027, 2028, and 2029. Those insight condition measures have not been defined as of yet, but they are coming. If you were here during the EHR implementations and the meaningful use, or now it's called promoting interoperability, same sort of thing. You need to take the lessons learned from that and use it here. Again, let's talk about the framework, the TSI framework. Technology. What kind of technology are you going to have to add in addition to the technology that you already have? Are your budgets ready to take these on? Is your business ready to participate in governance decisions around this new technology and the information that you're going to be collecting? As far as strategy goes, where are you going to find new opportunities in the new data that you're starting to collect, and having these standardized FHIR endpoints that you can connect to, in addition to your common agreements, meaning that you're going to be able to exchange more information with your QHINs, your Qualified Health Information Networks? How is this going to look in your organization? What is your strategy? What is your data strategy around this? When we can get good, clean data, then we can make great strategic decisions. We can bring that to the business. We build trust within the organization. Lastly, the integration. We need to be clear about what the benefits are going to be for our end user. Is this technology that we're bringing, is it going to be effective? And is it going to be efficient? So is it bringing those two valuable additions to a workflow? If not, you need to think about how you're going to integrate this into your organization. Because as we know, if the implementation and the integration isn't good, people are not going to use the technology. And that's where we feel like we don't get our ROI as organizations. This is going to take some planning. It's going to take some deep thought, and it's going to take some time. But time is of the essence. February 8th is the beginning of the enforcement date for this new rule, and we need to get started. If you have questions, if you need help developing a good SWOT within your organization, please reach out to me. Connect with, and let's talk about what those next steps should be for you to be successful. We know it's an investment of time. We know it's an investment of dollars. We know it's an investment of resources. You want to make sure that your projects are successful. And to do that, you will need to have a great strategy, the right technology, and making sure that it's implemented and integrated appropriately. Thanks for joining me here, and I'll catch you here again next week, where we're going to have some real talk around what's happening in healthcare and leadership and technology. All right, we'll see you then. Bye.